wake up with the first edition of the Sleepers Social Podcast. Welcome to the show, Bill and Dean. What's going on tonight? We're going to go over our weekends. Bill's going to hit us with a little something extra at the end with a little game. Dean's going to hit us with the conspiracy of the week.
Let's go.
And I'm just going to talk. So, good to see you guys. Dean, what'd you do over the weekend?
Not gonna sit here and lie to you. I didn't do it all. I didn't do a whole lot other than eat my weight in food. And
Really?
I did have a
400 pounds?
Yes.
You don't see what's going on from here down.
Yeah.
I keep it low
He is
if you
all
don't
hips
realize.
and legs.
I wear very baggy clothes.
Red beans and rice and miss him.
Do like good red bean rice, but no, I just we went to X Golf on Sunday with a buddy and our older brother there, and you know,
No, we didn't.
it was nice spanking that ass dog.
Yeah, here we go.
I ate
Did you
too many
spank it?
pretzel poppers.
Yeah.
Were you
Too many
spanking it, Dean?
Well, I mean, it wasn't good, but I played well for me, for sure.
And you won.
Yeah, on a simulator, but yeah, and I
But
don't.
you
won.
You
and
won.
I do
in
know
golf.
there's a difference on the simulator and in real life. So I'm not
The
taking.
difference
I'm taking it with a
is
grain
you're
of salt.
spanking it.
Maybe you have to
What
tee up
course
your
did
ball,
you?
man.
Which course did you spank him on?
Spyglass.
Oh yeah.
So at least I know I can shoot a plus 26 on that spyglass. Just a little small 26 over par. I'm on my way. So
All right,
other than that, I didn't do a lot.
let's be honest here. This was my first time at X Golf. Dean is
I went
experiencing
one
the X
time
Golf world.
before.
He knew what the
Wow.
simulator was like.
Wow, that's
did.
your excuse?
I ate too many pretzel poppers.
You're so damn good.
Too many slices of pizza.
I was
the fingers
bloated
got
at the
greasy.
tee.
I was 7 beers deep.
I was seven.
Like,
Seven
"Hit the
deer
ball."
beers.
I did have quite a few beers. Though.
It is pretty sweet though, with the way like they pop the ball up and it puts it on the tee, and
Yeah. Don't ever have to bend over.
Dreams
never
do
have to
come
bend.
true.
It is the most greatest thing ever.
I've got to figure out a way to become a pro at this.
They got leagues, man.
Just
Oh, I
walk in
bet.
place.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that was my weekend as well. Didn't really do anything Saturday. Kind of just chilled out. Where it seems like the last couple months have been pretty busy, so it's kind of nice to have that open weekend. And yeah, Sunday went to X Golf, had myself some pretzel poppers. They had cheese in the middle. It was delicious.
They were good. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good. The atmosphere was cool. I really enjoyed it. That was my first time at X Golf. So I've been to simulators before, but that experience was...
None were golf related.
I've been to different simulations. Yeah, but it was it was fun. I enjoyed it. I kind of want to go back and get some swings in. So it's expensive. It's way too expensive for what you do.
Really?
Oh, dude.
Well, because I had a coworker of mine here was telling me they went with like 6 people, and I think total it cost them $90 for like an hour and a half.
Well, yeah, but we
Yeah,
went.
if you have
split
a
that
bunch
up.
of people. Yeah.
Yeah, if you take, but you also don't get to play as much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the more people you have, the less.
But it sounds like it was like $90 for an hour and a half. Is that?
It's 60 an hour, and you can get a max of 4 hours.
Okay. That's not terrible.
No, if you have 6 people, but you're not going to get through 18.
You do
on the
4.
simulator.
If 4 people are there, you do 2 hours, $40 a piece.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah. We were there for 4 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, that got expensive.
We got
How many of you were there? 4?
3.
Ooh.
And we only got done with 18.
You
with
guys
a
are getting out of
half-hour
my
left.
price range.
You know what I mean? So we could have had one more person. We could have finished 18 still, but that's probably about it.
I mean, $80 a person just for the golf.
Yeah. But we got through 18 and we played like 8 par 3 holes.
And
And
that's 2 buckets of beer. So
and that's on top of
good time.
we did a little
I
driving
mean, would
range.
you play 24 holes for $80?
I mean, it's almost the going rate these days.
If it was Spyglass and then whatever par 3 course that was nearby, of course.
And I didn't have to bend over one time.
And then
Yeah.
Spyglass, they teed my ball up for me at every line my putt up and everything. Like, oh. That's what saved me, honestly, is that I didn't have to finish putts. It concedes within like 5 feet. So you just got to get close.
It's everything you'd ever want in golf.
Mm.
If you're lazy. If you're lazy.
Hit it light,
Well,
get it close,
golf isn't
then you go.
exactly a working man's like sport. It's not like an intensive physical activity.
Right.
You know,
Physically, yeah.
I mean,
That's why you can do it.
that's why so many people like it.
Yeah.
Right? You can be sometimes okay. You can drink beer the whole time. You can drive in a cart.
Yeah, it's great.
You know what I
Get to
mean?
be
I mean, yeah,
outside,
that's why it's so popular. I mean, it's nice.
It's beautiful.
Love it.
I've never been like if I play 18, I've never been like sore.
First round of the year, I get a little sore.
Jeez.
But I don't know if it's because of the 12 beers I had on the course or not.
I mean, maybe like a couple back muscles will be tight, but like for the
My
first
side,
round of the
I just
year,
got so much torque. You know? I had so much torque in my swing.
Maybe one of my knees, but like any other sport that you spent that much time that day doing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, like
I don't
even
feel it till
baseball,
next day.
you'd be like, oh, but if you spent that much time playing baseball that day,
Yeah.
you'd be like, oh man, I'm feeling it today.
Well, I mean,
But it's golf.
Right. Even like slow pitch softball.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You know. So
yeah, for that amount of time, 4 hours. I don't know if I told you guys this last week. I know Bill. I'm pretty sure Bill knew. A deer hit my car last week. I was still stand on the fact that I've never hit a deer, but the deer hit me. I was driving, out in the country roads. Hey, dude, this is what happened. I was driving, and I was almost to the freeway, and a deer comes running out. It was about a week ago. It just started to like warm up again a little bit, so they were moving. I stopped. The deer went by. I started to go a little bit. Then I saw the second deer, so I stopped. But now it's like its head, like from across the road, is like in direct line with the driver's side window. So, but it's running. So it's like running right. It looks like it's staring me down and running right at my face. Dude, I'm like, I don't know what you're supposed to do in this situation because you're just supposed to stop, right? Like you stop and the deer go by, and that's how it's always been. But this guy was like staring at me and running at my car. And dude, I was like, I don't know. I'm just going to sit here because what am I going to do? If I drive now, I'm going to end up, it's going to jump in front of my car. So, right. Like, I don't know. And it gets pretty close and it looks like it's going to try and jump over my car. But at the last second, either like the hoof slips on the pavement or whatever, but it looks like it tries to bail out and it goes sideways and like smokes the side of my car. And it sounds a lot worse like in the car than what it ended up being. Like there was a minor dent. Like it smashed my driver's side rear view, and my back bumper on the driver's side got pretty loose, and so that was wild to me. But so I set everything up with insurance, whatever. I drop, I set up a rental, so I dropped my car off at the auto body shop on Monday. Yeah, on Monday. And of course they're late. I don't know if that's of course, but they were 40 minutes late for when I had planned to drop it off. So I'm just sitting in the auto body shop for 40 minutes waiting for the car to show up. And the lady at the front desk calls and like, oh, they're like 15 minutes out. I'm like, oh, well, good. At least they're coming. Like I was starting to get to the point where I'm like, I don't even know if they're showing up. So 15 minutes go by ish. And then this freaking
they finished coming.
Yeah. I finished. And they finished. I don't know whoever was finishing finished for sure. It wasn't simultaneous, unfortunately, but they came, and I look out in the thing or out in the driveway, and me and the front desk lady are like, that can't be the car. They're like, right? Like that can't be the car. And then we get out and they're like, yeah, that's an Enterprise rent-a-car guy. It was like this shiny blue 2-door Dodge Challenger. Like midlife crisis mobile situation. Like I'm kind of pissed off. Like I see it, I'm like,
this is my car.
I'm like, this can't effing be my car. I was like, the only thing I ask is for like a gas saving car because I drive a lot. The only request I have for these people is please make it, whatever a gas economical car you got, like come to me with a Camry, man. Like that's
a Nissan
that's
Versa,
what I'm looking for, dude. Yeah, I think I got a Versa before. And that shows up, and then the dude in the auto body shop's like, like, dude, you pick up chicks in that or whatever. I'm like, dude, I gotta pick up kids in that, man. I'm like, what am I gonna do, man? That's a 2-door freaking Challenger.
It's a 2-door.
So I look like full deforest guy, like midlife crisis dude in the shiny blue Challenger. I'm like, I do not even want to be seen driving this. That's where I'm at. Like, I don't even want people to see me in the car.
Does it run pretty nice though?
Oh, dude, it's sweet to drive.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
The dude from Enterprise comes into the auto body shop and I was like, what, the Hellcat wasn't available? Like, what are we doing here?
Hellcat wasn't available?
Yeah, dude, the guy starts laughing. He goes, well, this is what we got. And I'm like, oh, really? That's it? Because I've gotten a Toyota from you before. So everybody's laughing now, but in the shop, but I was pissed for like a day because I'm like, dude, this is stupid. Like now I'm worried about because I gotta go. I literally had to go from there to grab my kids. So I'm like, they're gonna scuff something on it or whatever. Like now I have this like really nice car, yeah. And the funniest thing happened because like. I keep thinking like I look like a midlife crisis, newly single guy or whatever, like standard. I'm driving on the freeway today. Yeah, I'm driving on the freeway today, and I see the exact same car except black coming up to pass me in the left lane. So I'm like, I gotta look right, and of course he's passing me. I look over, he's got the lapels on his leather jacket up, dude, glasses, freaking late 40s to early 50s guy. And it was sunglasses on. It's not even sunny out. He's looking over at me. He's like nodding at me as he's driving by. I'm like, No, man.
You just give him one of these.
Oh, dude. Oh, brother.
Hey, bro.
Dude,
Challenger brothers.
That's exactly what I'm not trying to be right now at all. I don't want that. That might be for you. I knew that's how it looked. And then the guy freaking proved it. That just happened today. I'm like, oh, dude. No.
That's a sick car, though.
It is, dude. I mean, it's hard not to open it up every chance. Right?
Well, that's all right.
Because it handles super nice.
Why
Accelerate real nice.
Did you get the extra insurance? You should.
Well, no, because it's covered under already under my car insurance. So I have the rental insurance, which covers paying for it, which is why they gave me that to begin with. I guarantee it.
Do they?
Right, they gave you the most expensive rental that they could.
Does your rental insurance cover stains or
incidentals? I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, right. You know how hard it'd be to do anything in a 2-door Challenger,
dude. Yeah, I mean, what? There's nothing that's gonna happen to me in a 2-door Challenger that I haven't done to myself in a 4-door Corolla. Okay. Trust me.
Oh man.
No, but I mean, it is what it is. But there was a story I wanted to bring up. It should be pretty quick. So, like, you ever have like a random? I'm sure every now and again, like sometimes you get like a random like clicking, like rustling sound in your ear. Every now and again, you're not really sure where it comes from, but like it can be random.
I hear ringing sometimes.
Yeah.
You get a little ringing, a little something going.
No, that means you're going deaf. If you hear ringing,
they say it's someone talking about you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nah, that's
sense. People are always talking about it.
Because I remember
a medical problem. He's like, is this a constant ringing?
No, you should get that checked. Yeah. No. That's certainly not normal. Yeah.
That's not good.
No. Well, this lady was having issues going to sleep because she kept hearing like a constant beating, clicking, rustling. So she went to like an ENT, ear, nose, throat doctor. Dean, you should think about that. He's obviously giving her an exam. And she's exhausted because she hasn't slept in 4 days at this point due to the sound. He goes to take a peek, and he saw a spider and a shedded like exoskeleton of the spider in there.
Oof.
In her external auditory canal, which you don't want that there. They removed it with a suction tool. Apparently, if it's like a larger spider or insect, they have to kill it first with like lidocaine or ethanol. But they were able to just suck this thing out of her ear. And while it's rare to have a spider in your ear, yeah, just
this is a procedure. Careful now.
It's like, doc. Ah!
You're gonna feel light pressure.
Those are my lips.
That's my cheek.
It's rare to have it, but insects do account for 14 to 18% of foreign objects found in ear canals. So good luck going to sleep if you hear anything weird.
They do say having
anything
earwax
weird
is good because it actually blocks out like dust and stuff.
Oh, the wax?
Yeah.
Is that why you have nasty ears?
For sure.
He's like, I've been riding that excuse for years, dude. I can't handle it. Going like after like if I go one day, if I skip it, the next day I'm like, oh, I know Bill. Bill's always been a freak about that. But long time. You want to get into that?
Next subject.
No, that's sick. But if you go on the converse side of that, you can think of things that aren't sick, things that are crazy delicious, things that make you go, Bill, what sounds tasty to you right now?
My wife.
Whoa.
It was set up.
Ew.
Cut the
It was
show.
set up.
Cut
It
the
was
show.
Awkward.
But since she hates me, Adobo Boy is the next best thing. Adobo
Whoa.
Boy, official sponsor of the BD Sports Talk podcast. And now, wake up. Is it wake up? Just wake up with the sleepers.
It's whatever I said at the beginning. I'll tell you that right now.
I love it.
The Sleepers Social Podcast.
Well, guess what? They're a sponsor of that one too. They're a sponsor of this one too. Just don't know it yet. So
give them the code BDE.
yeah. So Adobo Boy is a Filipino restaurant that specializes in different Filipino dishes. They have a rotating menu, so every week is something different. There is one constant with that, which we've talked about on the podcast, is the Red's Pork Adobo Bowl, which is phenomenal. Highly recommend it. I mean, it's in the name. So owners Jackie and Ace and Red, good people, great people, really. Very nice. Always gives you fresh food. Delicious. Dean, what's in that adobo bowl? Huh? What's in that iconic Filipino
I absolutely
dish?
love it. It features it is their signature dish. It features that tender pork braised in soy sauce and vinegar. So in case you missed it, it was served on a bed of rice with Jackie's achara or
Good job.
papaya salad with cucumber and a fried egg. It's delicious. I personally like to eat them separately, but you can mix them up to each his own.
Ugh. It's almost worth sound like ordering two and having one separately and then trying one all together.
Yeah,
He's
That
done
the
this.
fried egg too. It's fantastic.
You prefer it separate.
I like the fried egg and like the adobo and rice all mixed together. I really eat the papaya salad on its own and the cucumber like with the papaya salad because it's like kind of light and fresh. But I've mixed it in too. It's pretty good that way too. That flavor gets in there.
It is pretty sweet if you add the achara with it, because the adobo is kind of sweet in itself too.
Right.
You know, so
Sweet and
I'm with Dean. I like it separate. I like the achara on its own. I think it's very
it's
good.
really good.
So,
Good amount of bay leaves in there or what?
no bay leaves.
Wow.
Sure.
Pork, rice, a little bit of sauce for that rice, and cucumbers and achara.
Fresh cucumber.
And it's a good portion too. So
Yeah.
definitely a whole meal. So, anyways,
I'll down two of them bad boys.
Adobo Boy, they are open Tuesday through Friday, 11:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. for lunch, 5 to 7:30 for dinner, and on Saturday they are open for lunch 11:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. and dinner from 5 to 8:30 p.m. So one extra hour there. If you happen to stop in, mention the code BDE Sports Talk Podcast, and I don't know. I highly doubt it, but if there's anyone that's watching this that hasn't seen the sports podcast, that's why that's the code, because our main podcast is the BD Sports Talk Podcast. 5% off the total bill. So, saving money is saving money. And they are located at 3740 28th Street Southeast, Kentwood, Michigan. So if you're in the Grand Rapids area, stop in. 5% off BDE Sports Talk Podcast.
Yeah, man. I mean, 5% off. I mean, on amazing food.
just for saying it.
Just for saying it.
Just for saying it.
I mean, that's just worth it on its own. I mean, legitimately, it really. I mean, why not get 5% off on something super awesome?
And you really can't find Filipino food anywhere else in this area at all. So,
and it's not like, and the thing, to kind of add on to it is that the adobo, like they have adventurous dishes. They had the pork blood stew, and there's an eggplant thing that they have this week. But like the adobo is straight up like you'll like it. You know what I mean? Like it's nothing. It's just pork, and it's
adobo.
Yeah, pork and adobo. Yeah. So now delicious.
Awesome. I mean, that's the real deal. And sometimes things out in the world aren't exactly what they seem. While Adobo Boy is, sometimes things aren't. That's why we get to Dean's Conspiracy Theory of the Week. Dean, hit us with a fresh conspiracy theory.
I actually have two. One's kind of short, so I hit it with a second one. I'll start with the shorter one real quick. So the first one is Britney Spears is actually dead. There's
what?
Whoa! This is all conspiracy, obviously.
Is she?
I don't know. You tell me. So there's a bunch of videos of her like dancing and stuff like that to kind of like show, and I think that's like the only thing people have seen of her in the last few years. I don't know, like this is just all I've. And in one of the videos she's like doing a TikTok dance or whatever, like just showing people, hey, like I'm still around, you know what I mean, like just doing my own thing. And then like she does like this thing with her hands, and it comes down and like her eyes completely change, like it was a filter, like a Britney Spears face filter. And it's really weird to, when you see it, like you can tell like it's a completely different set of eyes, like a different shape, everything. A lot of people think it's Jamie Lynn, like just trying to keep things, because with the, she still makes money and stuff off everything, so it's in the conservatorship.
That's why they would keep it going,
right? And so, and then there's another video of her like dancing, and apparently she has a lower back tattoo. And when she's dancing, like her shirt like comes up, like like above like her stomach or whatever, and there's no tattoo, like it just disappears, like it's just completely gone, like nothing. And it's just a very weird like thing, like kind of like why, you know what I mean, like other than like for money with her family, but
that's usually enough. Crazy you sound right now.
It's like they're never gonna sound not crazy. This one, you think that one was crazy? This
Bill,
one is out there.
Well, Bill, do you think your future wife is alive?
I do. I think she's alive. I mean, I follow her Instagram. But here's the thing. Okay, all right. So you've got a good point, because the last time like I can even think that I can think of her in public was when she had that residency in Las Vegas, right? But she doesn't do that anymore. As far as I know.
Oh, really? She's done with that?
As far as I know.
You only hear "Hit Me, Baby" one more time before it's like, all right, let's.
It was a very popular show.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So there was a thing. There was a thing a couple weeks ago where she got pulled over, and she didn't have insurance, didn't have registration, didn't have a license, nothing. Yeah. Oh man, that kind of slipped.
That's pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
But yeah, so if you think that one's out there, grab your pants, because this is a little bit crazier. So there's this, I guess there's been this common conspiracy with the Super Bowl coming up, I should say. and Taylor Swift possibly being there. I thought this was fitting. I guess there's been some conspiracies already that Taylor Swift is demonic or whatever, but this kind of plays on that a little or a lot, I should say. So so apparently there's a conspiracy that she's actually a clone of
Yeah.
a high priestess of the Church of Satan, right? The lady's name is Zena LeVay. And the pictures, have you heard this before, Ed?
No.
Oh, well, she looks like identical. Like they're pretty much, if you looked at pictures of them, like they look like the exact same person almost, especially like in the eyes and like they have the blonde hair. They're both singer songwriters. I mean, their facial structures, like they look
Who was the
extremely
priestess? What songs does she have?
I have no idea. I didn't look that deep into it.
Singer songwriter.
Because there's more. I don't know, for the Church of Satan, bro. I don't know. Do you know any? You know any hymns from the Book of Satan?
Have you heard of the group Enya?
I don't like this.
Do you? So you're looking at the picture right now.
Yeah.
You can see they look extremely similar, even down to like the type of lipstick they wore. They showed like this picture.
Is it
of them
red?
both. Well, I mean, it just looks exactly so
bright red.
So the reason this came up was because
That's kind of crazy.
Because
curly
of a song-
blonde hair.
because of a song called Willow, where she uses a piano and out comes like this golden thread and it attracts people. And like once they come in contact with it, they like become super. This is in the music video. They become like super obsessed with her, like a cult like type of thing. And if you kind of think of like Taylor's like fans, they're all kind of like, they're Swifties,
Very
don't
obsessed.
mess with Sweezy, you know what I mean? Don't mess with T Sweezy. So the theory is that she is a clone of that Xena LeVay or that lady in disguise, like she just like replaced, and she's using the music to like take people's souls and make them attached to her until it becomes like a cult following, kind of like.
It is kind of a
And you
cult
think of how
already.
big Taylor Swift is. So that's
So
a
here's
wild
the question: which one is more believable?
that
If you had to put cash on one of those conspiracy theories,
the Britney or Taylor Swift one.
yeah,
The Taylor Swift one. Especially with how popular the NFL is. And how like now she's been on everything for every single week. And now like the whole relationship with Travis Kelce and
devil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's probably a little demon. Just going to town.
I mean, out of the two, that's more believable because her fans are essentially a cult following. It's insane.
I mean, that's what drew me to it was once I was like watching it, like how like they're like, well, it's like a cult following. She's got millions and millions of fans all over the world. Like it's not just like a lot of like singers are like popular like in the US or in the UK, or like only certain singers really get that type of level of like you can go to Japan and sing in English and you know what I mean, or go anywhere in the world and sing in English and they're all going to be like, yes. We don't understand, you know what I mean, like a lot of people don't understand what she's saying but they just love the music.
Yeah, I mean, but that happens every generation with a few people.
It's true,
right?
that's why it's a conspiracy.
Are they all devils?
They could be. I mean, there's a big thing about the Illuminati. I don't know.
It is that picture of those two together was super.
It's
crazy.
pretty.
They have a picture
right?
together.
Oh no! I mean, just a side by side.
Yeah, the side by side picture is pretty crazy. They look.
Yeah, it's
extremely similar.
Like it could be her mom, for sure. That's weird.
So that's what drew me to it. Because if it didn't look like her, I'd be like, well, this is kind of they got this like,
Right.
it's like, that's not Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
It's crazy, man. But yeah, so that is the
I don't know.
conspiracy of the week. Hit him with those double guns.
Dude, it's not the only conspiracies going on around here anymore. You know, there's tons going on. People
There's a lot.
feel like a guy like Cody Rhodes has been conspired against in his attempt at finishing his story in the WWE.
Whoa.
You know, there's been a ton of hate towards Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson after his reappearance in WWE. I mean, for those who pay attention, know he had signed a deal with TKO as a partner, and know that he was there on their day one show this year, kind of calling out Roman Reigns there also. But there's been an incredible amount of hate and vitriol towards him since he seemingly took that main event match from Cody Rhodes. I mean, Bill, where are you at on that?
I have a theory as well on that.
I as you know, I'm a big Rock fan. I always have been. I'm not as much of a Rock fan with his character now. I like the Rock back when he was like cocky and brash, and you know, now it's like you say fruity and you say pebbles. You know what I mean? It's. I mean, I get it
But
because
he's home.
you know, it's crowd interaction. He likes to get it trending, whatever. I don't. I've said this on a couple other comments or like posts. This wasn't a last minute thing. Now with the whole Vince McMahon thing and that whole thing, yes, they tried to get away from that publicity. I mean, how are you going to get away from that? But I think this was something that was already in the works. You know, someone brought it up. They said The Rock coming out and doing this was the best thing to ever happen to Cody because he's more over now than he already was, and he was already over.
Mm.
People loved him. Now it's like he was trending for 3 days. We want Cody. We want Cody. And it's like, and we'll kind of get into it, but the amount of wrestling fans to read some of the things that these people write. There's one thing to be into wrestling, right? Like I'm into wrestling. Like I enjoy watching it. I enjoy the storylines, you know. I'd even carry a belt if I had one. Nice belt, by the way.
Ooh, it's a
my Pick'em championship belt.
fun TV show.
Yeah.
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 It could change every week.
Yeah.
But this like, oh, Cody's got to finish the story. The Rock made a power play, and he's the biggest egomaniac ever in the world, and we want Cody, and it's like, for one, settle down. It's wrestling. And two, I mean, I don't know if you're going to get into the whole death threat thing with his daughter, because that's now become a thing.
It's deserved.
Jeez.
I'm just kidding.
You know, so on my end, I think this was kind of planned from the get-go. I've read that people backstage are like super happy about it because, I mean, that's all you've heard about, right? I mean, even outside of wrestling, you know, it's kind of a mainstream thing right now.
Mm-hmm. I actually saw a thing earlier, right before this, actually, that there might, because of all the backlash, is that there might, because WrestleMania is no longer just a one night thing. It's 2 nights or 3 nights or whatever it is now.
2 nights.
Is it just 2 nights? So the first night they would have The Rock versus Roman for the head of the table, and then the next night would be Cody Rhodes versus
That-
Roman Reigns for the
Not
championship.
not to cut you off, but it's like everyone's like, he's supposed to main event WrestleMania, and it's like he can still main event WrestleMania. Like that doesn't
Yeah,
change.
there's two
you know?
nights, yeah, dude. So there's two main events. I mean, essentially. So that's one rumor that they have planned. Then that there's also something I'd heard about, possibly to make it even greater, is that down the line he would unify both the championships. Even though the world heavyweight wouldn't be like, because it's only been around for a few years, right? Like it hasn't been around very long. So they're not trying to like completely get rid of it, but to build him up, to prop him up because of, whatever, that would actually be even almost a greater accomplishment than, what I
Right.
mean?
To be
So-
the undisputed champion.
Right, to be the undisputed. So, and to beat Roman or whoever for it, you know what I mean? So, those are a couple things I'd heard about it as well.
No, I don't know. I mean, isn't there another pay-per-view before WrestleMania? Is an Elimination Chamber before then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, why couldn't Rock and Roman do it there? I mean, Rock has a perfect opportunity to be an incredible heel right
It's not
now.
it's not the grandest stage of them all. Rock's trying
cares?
to pull the Undertaker.
You want to make the show become the biggest heel, bigger than he was before.
Mhm.
Just completely turn on the crowd. Because they already used, I mean, at Raw, they're chanting Rocky sucks.
Yeah.
So become the biggest heel, beat Roman at the Chamber, and then set up Mania, Cody and The Rock, if that's the way you want to go. Or let Roman beat The Rock. And then they can still set him up for the WrestleMania. It doesn't have to be WrestleMania. Especially now.
WrestleMania. It's the biggest, it's the grandest stage of them all. What are you talking
To
about?
me, like,
It was that or Saudi Arabia.
just
Those
in
were
a
the
general
options for The Rock.
sense, like, I don't
I mean,
like
Undertaker
it
wasn't
because
coming
The
back
Rock
with the
hasn't
Elimination
earned
Chamber.
it at all. Just
No,
to
fair,
take
yeah,
it,
100%.
just
I
to
agree with
take
you.
it.
And honestly, he's probably pretty rusty in the ring. I can't imagine it's going to be like a fantastic.
It's
He
not
hasn't
like he
wrestled a
was
full
before.
match and,
He looks slower every time I watch him do it.
I
So it's
mean,
like he doesn't. He's 51, dude. I mean, he doesn't.
right.
I mean, how many
he
great
is in
years does he
incredible
have
shape,
left?
but-
He's got to keep hitting that TRT and HGH to keep himself going.
Yeah.
Like, how long does
Like,
that
as
last?
chairman, put that in my contract that I
You
can
bite
keep
your
using.
Hey, dude, I love The Rock, dude, but he's got to turn heel and make some, like, if he's the businessman that he's saying he is, then he'll turn this into something bigger than what it is now. Not
Triple
just,
threat.
well, I'm going to be there. I'm The Rock, so it's going to be big, which it will be.
Do you think it'll be
But
big?
you could go bigger, is my thought.
Triple threat. Cody wins head of the table.
No, let him turn hard heel.
He's the head of the table. Cody Rhodes. That's what
Sure.
I was saying. I was saying Cody Rhodes wins the head of the table.
Oh, sure. Dude, that'd be
a
lame.
triple
Dude, don't
threat,
do a
yeah,
head of the
that's
table match.
He's
That is the
wearing
gayest thing I've ever
the
heard.
lays or whatever on his, coming out just.
If you're gonna do that, let Jay
whoa.
fight Roman for a head of the table match.
Yeah, for sure.
What are they gonna fight for a lay, and then all of a sudden it'll become a gimmick, and
No.
Mick Foley
It'll
will come
turn
out of
into, like,
retirement to challenge The Rock for head of the table.
The next king of the ring is just head of the table.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Man.
What an honor.
That's all lame. The only thing that isn't lame anymore is Bill's Balls games. Bill's got the balls to bring the games. He's got something cooking. I can see it.
Just
I can see it in his face. His stupid face.
We're gonna run the same. We're gonna run the same game, different subjects this week from last week, which would be how many can you name in 30 seconds? Last week on the sports podcast, Eddie went with the strategy of not playing at all.
Took second.
Took second. There's only 2 of you this week, so I appreciate it.
I did not play. I elected to not lose.
Yeah. So there's 4, 5, 6. We'll do 6. 6 subjects, 30 seconds. It'll be how many can you name?
6 seconds?
No, 6 subjects.
Subjects like math?
No, I'll tell you what they are.
16 seconds?
It'll be 30 seconds.
30.
All right.
36 seconds?
So colors. We're just moving it.
6 colors?
How many colors can you name in 30 seconds?
How many colors? Dean?
Is it me first? Okay. 1.
At least 8.
I was gonna say.
I wasn't sure if he was gonna pass or not.
I was like,
so it's me, right? I'm on. He gets to rebuttal after his lame answer.
Yeah. It keeps
Why?
going.
It's like a.
But that's what he
now
bet.
do it. It's like
you're trying to one up
it.
each other.
Yeah.
I just
That's
did.
why I started low. Now I'm gonna say pass. Go ahead.
8 colors in 30 seconds.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure. I mean, that's easy.
Yeah, it's super.
Is it?
I don't know. And is it am I in your head now?
I wish I could.
No.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
8, 3, 2, 1, go.
Green, red, blue, yellow, orange, turquoise, ruby, emerald. That's not 8.
Those colors.
Those are
Give
all
me
colors.
one more
Look,
just in case.
That's true.
just in case, gray, black, white,
Yeah. Why'd
Those
you
are
Juniper.
Ruby
rubies.
and emerald?
pink. Yeah. Why not?
Why not?
I've seen them on crayons before.
All right. Next up.
Spanking that ass.
What we were just talking about. WWE wrestlers.
Do I have to go first every time or
No, Eddie goes first this time.
1.
2?
And then he doesn't get to respond after that.
No, it just keeps going.
Yeah. Until it's like, do it now.
3.
Prove it to me. All right. 10.
I pass.
Ooh. I don't know if I
10.
can name 10. I was kind of
You
open.
got 10. Oh,
I
dude.
was kind of open. All
Okay,
right,
ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Rock, Stone Cold, Undertaker, Kane, Big Show, Hurricane, Mankind, Dude Love, Cactus Jack,
No.
Jeff Jarrett, Sting,
Nice, got it.
Conan, Kevin Nash from Reigns.
Yeah. Ding, ding, ding.
Wait, Conan was in WCW.
Yeah,
I thought you just said wrestlers.
No, that's not what he meant.
No, I said WWE wrestlers.
Oh, my bad.
You still got it.
So he got it off. He's wrong.
He listed like 13 of them.
14 to be exact.
Okay.
Conan
Next
doesn't
up,
count.
Oh, okay, 13 then.
actors, Dean.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's 5.
6.
It's a tough number. I'm gonna go 8.
Don't smack me. Oh, I'll pass.
8.
8.
8.
All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
Leonardo DiCaprio, Ryan Gosling, George Clooney, Michael Keaton, Christian Bale, Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, Jordan Sparks. Yeah.
He said
That's 8.
actors,
I know,
not
Jordan
actors.
Sparks is an actor.
Actor.
She's an actress. She's not an
Jeez,
actor.
Pete. What's semantics? Isn't it all the same?
No,
Yeah.
We're all equal here.
What?
They're all actors.
No, they're not.
They're actresses.
Oh wow, that's sexist.
Time's up, is it not?
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy to me.
Jordan
That's wild.
Sparks. That's
He's
the one you're gonna die on. American Idol winner Jordan Sparks. That's the hill you're gonna die on.
Me, damn it. Oh, wait, no, that actually might not have been.
There's so many.
I couldn't. I should have said, "Old Robbie Pattinson."
Robert Pattinson.
Tom Hanks, Will Smith,
Yeah.
Denzel Washington.
I don't think about it. They were on.
He
Island
lost
at one
8
point.
points, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. 8-2, Eddie.
Old
Hell
Towns
yeah.
on the island.
Hell yeah.
All
I
right.
don't mention his name.
Next up, sitcoms.
I don't know what counts as sitcom. I don't know what counts as an actor or an actress.
Jesus.
I think it's you, Ed.
Oh,
I don't see.
7.
Oh, pass. Pass
Okay.
for sure.
3, 2, 1, go.
Friends, King of Queens, Full House, Family Matters, Step by Step. Whoa. Home Improvement. New Girl, and Family Guy.
Yeah. 7 for
If you said
Eddie.
any more than 3, I was like, there's no shot. There's a little bug flying around my face. I'm trying to...
I know, dude. That was very distracting.
Yeah, it was.
No extra time.
The whole
Okay.
camera went shaky. It was weird.
Isn't
2
it?
more. Fruits. Dean.
8.
8. I'll give him 8. I'll pass on that.
8 fruits.
He's got 8.
He also had 6 state capitals last week.
That
So
was true, and I changed my last one to
Yeah.
Tucson. Banapples? You don't
Hey,
believe
Bill,
the
get
banana?
the clock going. He's thinking of fruits
Yeah.
right now.
2, 1, go.
Banana, apple, orange.
Yeah.
Grapefruit.
He just said banapple.
Blueberry, grape, cantaloupe, cotton candy grapes, pomegranate, star fruit.
That's it. You said 8, right?
Yeah.
You got 9. That puts you down 15-11 with 1 to go.
What? I thought it was 15-10.
No, 15-11.
He had 10, then he lost on an 8, and then he just got an 8.
It was. Oh, okay, gotcha.
I don't know how the tallies work.
Was it 15?
I'm keeping score.
15-10.
Yeah.
What did I say earlier? 15-9.
You said 15-11.
Oh, 15-11. Okay, Dean, you need 6 to
If
win.
you said 15-9, I wouldn't have corrected you.
All right, last one. Made up porn star names. It can be anything, really.
What?
That's very confusing.
How?
You can just say whatever?
Well, I mean, are you gonna say Tin Man is a porn star name? Probably not.
Could be if he's got.
I'll go with 2.
He's got the Tin Man, baby. You know what I'm saying? Look at the Scarecrow. You know.
You want me to do a different
2.
subject?
Preferably.
that's fine.
Okay.
I have to have at least 6.
Yeah.
6.
I'll pass.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Does
Let
it
him
have
go
to
for
be
the 6.
male? all male, or
he's
are we
gonna
just
go
counting-
for 6 for the win.
And they got, like I said, it can't be like Tin Man or Scarecrow. Like, it's got to be a legit.
Just count the clock, dude.
I have no
3,
idea.
2, 1, go.
Steel Johnson.
Nice.
That's all I got. Jason Balls. Marty Longcock.
What?
I don't know, man. Johnson's. Tiggle Bibbies. My fantasy
gotta be
basketball
up.
name.
It's been up. I wanted to keep going.
Oh,
That was my fantasy basketball team name for a couple of years. Was Tiggle Bibbies. Yeah, I didn't get it, did I?
No, but they were
yes.
I tried. I came
Dominating
out strong with
victory.
a Steel Johnson, but that's about
hilarious.
it.
Steel Johnson was great.
That's about all I had. That was
Marty Balls or something.
it's a Marty Long
Johnson.
I thought that was a good one. Johnson and Johnson's would
Johnson.
be a
Johnson.
classic.
Yes, it's a
Marty
classic.
Long.
I'm just grabbing,
great.
just reaching for things.
Oh, that's great. That was good stuff. All right. That's the game.
That's the game. Wow. What a time to be alive. Johnson and Johnson's for the loss. Well, I don't know if you guys got any parting words for these folks out here.
Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like,
I agree.
From Marty
subscribe.
Long.
Like,
right
subscribe.
there.
Like, hold on. Like, subscribe. Comment what your made up porn star names are.
Yeah. Comment anything at all, and we will. I will read them on the next edition of Wake Up with the EDB Social Podcast. Have a great night.